What's up, you guys? So, there was something that I wanted to talk when I was talking last night, or actually it was, last night and then early this morning. I was talking a little bit about mental health, your mental health and my mental health. And I tried to do a broadcast this morning talking about what I was talking about last night, but it didn't record my voice. This is recording my voice because I don't want to talk for 10 minutes again and it not be recording. So I wanted to open up and talk to you guys about mental health because it is an issue and it is coming to light, but I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it. It's out there, it's being talked about by, bigger things, bigger groups, but I feel like we're not talking about it in our real life situations. And I wanted to do this broadcast on Resident Evil 4 because this is where I get most of my viewers for right now. Mental health, it's different for everybody. Everybody goes through different things and it affects them in different ways. Stuff has happened to me that I really don't taught my entire life. And it got so bad to the point that I expect myself to live past 18. And I already had my date set. And this was right after my best friend passed away, when I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have any friends because I only had one close friend. And he died very, very suddenly. And I wasn't able to deal with it because my boyfriend at the time didn't want me to grieve because he would get jealous, or he would say, "Oh, are you in love with him or something?" And so I had to hide it, and I didn't have anyone to talk to. I was not close to my parents. My father, my dad is not in the picture. And it was just me and my mom. And I pushed my mom away. So I didn't have anybody. Because I only had one person, and I thought I was going to have them for forever because he was my best friend since elementary school. So after he passed away, I really went through a lot of things with a lot of different people. And I ended up getting depression. I ended up getting anxiety. I ended up becoming, suicidal, which I really don't like to talk about. And I became so closed off that I didn't even feel like my reality was reality anymore. That I felt like this was just a simulation, and I had to end it to get out of it. I don't know. But I'm not trying to do a sob story. I'm talking about it because it is part of mental health. It's my mental health. And you guys might be going through kind of the same thing. Maybe not. You might be going through something different. Everyone goes through something different or something. Everyone is going through something. And sometimes they're dealing with it in a healthy way. Sometimes they're not going to deal with it in a healthy way. And if ever you feel like you need somebody to talk to, you don't feel like you have anyone to talk to, try to, if you don't want to seek, you can go seek, therapy, some help, try to get you the help to get back on track. But, you know, sometimes if you're like me, like I attempted to go to one and I got really scared because I felt like he could see right through me, like the therapist guy, the doctor, and it really scared me, so I never went back, which I know I should have gone back, but I just felt like I couldn't handle it. So instead, I tried to do something different that might help me. Like I bought a journal and I was trying to write down in my journal, you know, like how I was feeling that day, or like thoughts of, you know, like what I'm thinking about or what's on my mind. And I would try to use my journal as if I was talking to somebody else. So even if you don't want to see a professional for some help, you can go, like, if you know you have loved ones and you're trying to push them away, just try, like, and they're trying to be there for you and you know it, just like try to talk to them, or like you can go out of your comfort zone a little bit, because that builds trust. If you do have somebody to talk to that you do love, or like you completely trust them, and they're like sounding a little judgmental, or like, you know, you feel like you can't talk to them, just be like, you know, just talk to them like, hey, I really need to talk to you. I have something on my mind. I feel like I can't talk to anybody, and this is really bothering me. So can you just like talk to me and listen, or like help me through this? You know, they're most likely gonna do their best to help you. Like, even if you don't have anyone to talk to, you could try the journal. If you want, you can message me. I'll try to get back to you. I'm really bad at messaging people back because I have a really bad memory due to certain things. Yeah, so, and then also you have to be conscious of who you're talking to, like how you're saying things. Like, it's 50% how you're saying it and 50% what you're saying. So like if you say, hey, what are you doing? So that's like saying, oh, well, this person just wants to know what I'm doing. I'm like, you know, cooking food or blah, 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 blah. But if they're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, it's like, okay, well, this person thinks I'm stupid and that I don't know what I'm doing. So you also have to be conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it, and like, because you really don't know if somebody's going to go through something, or if they already are, like if they're currently going through something, or if they just got their self-confidence back. Like, you don't know that. Like, they might have self-confidence issues. I have self-confidence issues. Like, you know, if, like, I try not to take it personally. Like, I laugh at myself a lot, even when I do get embarrassed. Yeah, just try to find somebody to talk to, or try to write it down. Do what you have to do to make you feel better and to get healthier. So, but yeah, so this is because somebody messaged me earlier, and I touched on mental health a little bit last night, and they messaged me, you know, trying to like talk about it with me. So, but yeah, mental health, I don't understand why some people don't equal it to physical health. Like, I do understand, you know, if you break your bone, you're going to be like out for a while. But, you know, if something snaps in your head, then that's going to just like sit with you. Like, you know, it's really bad if you have mental breakdowns and you get them constantly. Just try to focus on you. I can't really say much else because I'm not your parent. I can't tell you what to do or what you can and cannot do. Just, I really hope you guys get what you need to get done. Like, I really hope you guys are gonna be okay and stuff, so. But yeah. So those are my thoughts on it. And that's the best advice I can give. And so yeah. I don't really know how to close out of this. So I'm just gonna say, I'm here if you want to talk, even if it's just a stranger. Sometimes it's easier to talk to strangers because you don't know the person. You know they're not going to judge you because, you know, you're never going to see them again. Sometimes you have to do that. Like, even I went into, like, random chat rooms just to talk to some strangers. And, like, I felt better because I didn't know this person. They didn't know me. They didn't know where I lived. They didn't know my name. And it was just like, you just click X out of the chat room, and then poof, you're gone. Like, you're never going to see that person ever again. Or the chances are really slim. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys, you know, if you're going through something, I really hope everything goes better for you. You know, if you know somebody that's going through something, just be there for them. Like, you don't have to give them advice if they don't need it. Like, if they don't want it, just, like, listen to them. Or just sit there with them so they're not alone. You know, just think of how you would want to be treated in that state. You know? Okay, well, I'm gonna go, because I've already talked for 12 minutes about this. I'm not actually even doing anything. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and just, you know, even if you don't take anything what I said, just at least, you know, think about it in your own perspective. Okay, well, have a good night, guys. Bye.